If you're following Amber and Johnny and events around them after Virginia, you probably know Amber's got a friend named Eve Barlow. Some people say Eve's a journalist, a music journalist. Some people say she's an ex-partner of Amber. Whatever Eve is, she's back on X, formerly Twitter, posting all this stuff about Aquaman. And the gist of it is, well, it's not fair. Amber's only in for 1 second in the new trailer. It's not fair. Her part got cut down. Now that the movie's actually coming out, well, I guess it's starting to get on Eve's nerves a little bit. Before I continue, I want to give a big shout out to Dan Campbell. Thank you, Dan, for the donation to the channel. I don't ask so much, but it's very appreciated. This is like one of those super thanks in the comments. So thank you, Dan. But anyway, here we go. And the first tweet that Eve reposts is from Haley that says, "It certainly is their loss. Look at the love for Amber and the character Mera. Amazing." Alright, well, I mean, the tweet there got 3.5 million views and 30k likes, which isn't bad, especially for the views. But we gotta assume that pretty much every Johnny fan's also just following this news. So it's very doubtful that those views are from people supporting Amber and only supporting Amber. Not to mention, Pop Crave has a pretty big platform, and whatever they tweet gets decent views anyway. Eve says, Warner Bros. Could have done so much to make the inclusion of their leading lady and the promotion of their new movie a hell of a lot easier, but they didn't do any of it because they're scared and they pandered to social media pressure. Their loss. Well, actually, Mera was never the leading lady. That was explained over and over, and one time by the former president of DC. Secondly, well, they're not gaining anything by cutting her down and putting her in the trailer because she's still there. I guess they might be losing a little less. Honestly, only time will tell, but I think most people have their minds made up unless they're a complete normie in the middle, and in that case, Mera being there or not won't change so much. And as far as the DC fans, well, they know it's not supposed to be about Mera. They know it's actually about Aquaman and Orem. Let's see what else we got. This person, AI Tried Demidude, says, Juan is a sniveling schmuck who threw her under the bus for speaking out against her abuser. By the way, schmuck's an interesting word. Pretty sure it's from Yiddish. It just means a-hole, basically. He did nothing but moan with Momoa about not being able to promote his movie while countless people contributed to mass harassment and ongoing abuse she endured. Amber deserved better. So, wait a minute. You think that James Wan and Momoa didn't have the right to complain about not being able to promote a huge movie they were in? They did absolutely nothing wrong, and yet you think that they should get punished? And come to think of it, this person's right. They weren't really able to promote properly until they mixed around Mera, and they still can't. So it seems like, well, in my silly little opinion, Jason and Juan are kind of victims. For the record, I'm not a big fan of either one of them. Momoa's okay, and James Wan, pretty much a 0 to me. But I still can see his point. And let's not forget, she is actually in the movie, and someone else got fired from their franchises when they were the one to win the case. And then Eve says this, I think she's got a bit of a problem with her sentence structure. I'm going to read it exactly as it is. They work so hard to keep Amber a blink and you'll miss it moment in this trailer that Nicole Kidman looks like Aquaman's leading lady. Nicole Kidman plays his mom. You know what Nicole Kidman is? An actress who's respected, who's been in the business for a long time. So who is Amber Heard compared to Nicole Kidman as far as acting and being in movies? I mean, I guess Amber's got as much fame now, but it's more infamy. It's negative. Looking at the careers, Nicole Kidman is a legit actress. I don't know every detail about her. Maybe she's done some things here and there, but if you get my drift, she's way more respectable than Amber. And then Eve says, this trailer has a message, and that message is if you speak out about male abuse of power, Hollywood will punish you by keeping you in the movie, but throwing the man out of his movies. Yeah, make it make sense. You probably can't. And I gotta mention this. Russell Brand is in the news. I'm sure you guys know. I haven't covered it. I'm waiting for a more full spectrum of details to come out before I make a video about my feelings on it. But Eve here, right away, has got to put Russell and Depp in the same sentence. This was Russell's tweet about the incident. Elon Musk pitched in, but let's see what Eve said when she mentioned Johnny. People always ask why Depp is protected by online advocates who are DV survivors. Just watch Russell Brand playing guru to female victims of abuse on his New Age crusade. So she wants you to watch Russell Brand to figure out why Johnny was protected? I can't make sense of that. I don't see what one thing has to do with the other. What went down, or allegedly what went down, is completely different. And she gets into some theory about Russell Brand. Eve also reposted this about the op-ed and how this person says Amber's op-ed continues to be proven utterly and depressingly true because they kept her in Aquaman 2? That makes the op-ed true? I'm just not quite seeing it. Anyway, that's what I got. Let me know what you think in the comments. By the way, these posts are from September 15th and 17th, so still pretty new, and I'm sure there will be more, although Eve said a few times she was quitting X. Guess not. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.